Okay, I'm going over the teacher interview project. This is the field experience for our summer session. The goals of the teacher interview project are right there. You can read them yourself. It's to give you an understanding of what the career you have chosen is going to be about. You're going to interview 3 special education teachers. This can be done in person or via email. You're not limited to 3. Some people with fewer questions actually like to interview more teachers. You might decide in lieu of interview to have a series of survey types of questions. You'll find that teachers generally love to talk about their jobs. You may not use a parent or relative for this project. The goal is to use someone you do not know to get new information. Where do you find your teachers? This takes a little detective work on your part. Email from your hometown, state of Minnesota is filled with them. Right now is the last week schools are in session, so you may want to do some work right now, and the country is filled with them. Don't wait too long. Start looking for these 3. I sent you an email about a month ago to get you thinking about this. Look all over the country or North America or even in Canada if you want. Do not wait for a response. We've got a 6-week class. If you're not getting a response from someone, go on to the next, go on to the next. Your teacher interview project, you'll need to have it approved by me. There's a proposal form included as a separate attachment on D2L. To design the interview, first think about one area that you're interested in or that you'd like to know about, then prepare a set of interview questions and possible follow-up. So I want to see you have 6 to 8 prepared questions. That does not mean that you're limited to your questions. It does mean that you've thought through your interview. If you're going to do an email interview, you should have at least 2 follow-up questions that you send afterwards as a follow-up. So complete the TIP proposal form and submit it in the D2L Dropbox. And here is possible interview questions that you might ask. As part of this, you will be preparing a TIP report using concise academic language. 4 to 7 pages in length, double-spaced, no more than 6 pages. Times New Roman font, 1-inch margins. Below is an example of the introductory paragraph and a brief description. So it should look exactly like this. No cover page, but a title up there. This is the TIP report of, that's you. Below are described, and it should look exactly like that. A 2-sentence intro paragraph. You should have 3 headings, conditions, findings, and call this either recommendations or implications. Do not call it both, one or the other. Conditions describes the overall purpose of the interview, what you are trying to find out. Include a sample of the actual survey or interview questions at the end as an appendix. That should be started on a separate page. All right, I've included it here just for simplification. Findings. This is the largest part of your project. This is the data, what you found out. Now, this is where you have to use your teacher intelligence to synthesize the information. Don't simply repeat verbatim answers. Instead, look for big ideas or common things, themes, points of commonality. You can use subheadings here if you want, if you find common themes showing up. Now, not everything the teachers tell you will be of import, so include just the important stuff here. What do we need to know? And then the recommendations. This is the so what question. Based on this, what should we do? What policies or practices? Based on your findings, this is your recommendations. So here is just the data, and this is your recommendations based on the data. And I have the criteria listed right there, and I use this when I am grading. Now, I do sometimes include examples to give you ideas. Sometimes in the past, students look at examples and try to replicate them. That's not the purpose. Those are older examples, and I evolve every semester I teach this class. So this is the criteria upon which you will be graded, right? Teacher interview project, 3 special ed teachers. There's your questions there. You have to have a proposal to me before you begin, and then your TIP report, 4 to 7 pages, and it should look just like that. Any questions we can answer the first day.